Good morning and welcome to NewsWatch Today. I'm Ruby Mitchell.
And I'm Nicholas Brownlee. This week, Evangel is working to help small churches in Missouri.
And the future of the American penny looks uncertain.
Madison Tabor is here with your forecast, and Hannah Qualls has your latest sports news. This is NewsWatch Today. Thanks for joining us this morning. Standing by is our weather anchor, Madison, to give us the first look at the forecast.
Yes, Madison, does it look like we'll be getting any more winter storms?
Yes, we've had some very cold weather these past few days, and the next few week is not looking too good when it comes to the cold. But today we have a high of 13 with a low of 0 degrees. That's what it feels like right now. And we're going to have a wind of 10 miles per hour with some patchy slight snow. So if you've already been out, you've seen some of the snow come in, and that's going to continue throughout the day. And for overall right now, for the whole day, it's going to be a high of 37 with still feeling like a 0% chance of rain. But overall, it's still going to be partly cloudy, so some of the snow is going to go away soon. But don't worry, the cold is still going to come through for the rest of the day. So back to you guys.
Thanks, Madison. I'm excited to see what the week's weather will look like.
So am I. Looking forward to the full forecast.
Evangel University recently received a $7.5 million grant from Lilly Endowment, Inc. through its Ministry in Rural Areas and Small Towns initiative to support rural churches across the U.S. The grant will fund efforts at the University Seminary, Assemblies of God Theological Seminary, to develop educational resources, internships, and an extensive resource hub connecting existing programs and leaders to address the unique needs of rural pastors and congregations. Partners include the Assemblies of God USA, Rural Compassion, 13 AG Networks Districts, and Trinity Bible College and Graduate School.
Evangel University recently invited local employers to participate in Evangel's annual career fair. Employers and organizations will have the opportunity to recruit Evangel students for full-time jobs, part-time jobs, and internships. Dr. Jeremy Harris, Evangel's Business Department Chair, has seen many long-lasting careers begin at this event. He views the career fair as an opportunity to showcase the talented students at Evangel. The career fair will be held Monday, March 10th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the Mabee Student Center on Evangel's campus.
Donald Trump has reportedly asked the Treasury Department to shut down the penny minting process. Trump cites how it takes 3 cents worth of material to make the 1-cent penny as his reason for the order. Donald Trump, however, does not have the power to declare that unless Congress grants it to him, for which he is currently waiting. Other nations like Canada and Australia have already had penny production shut down for several years.
Last Friday marked the first ever Bicket Bash, hosted by the Psychology Department. All students of Evangel were invited to come celebrate and hang out with friends, meet new people, play games, and best of all, eat good food. Festivities included games such as Secret Hitler, Cup Pong, and Mafia.
Oh my goodness, when the people just kept coming in the door, it was just so fun to see the students that we love and the students that we know so well out of the school context and in a more casual, fun environment.
Attendance exceeded expectations, and leaders stopped counting after 45 students had come through the door. However, it is still unclear whether or not this will be a reoccurring event, as there is a similar event hosted by the Psych Department in the fall. Keep an eye out for other department celebrations throughout the year, as most of them allow all students to attend, not just those in the department.
Trader Joe's has set a dozen egg limit per day for customers due to the avian flu. A company spokesperson says this will help stores prevent their shelves from going bare. Avian flu resulted in the deaths of more than 40 million egg-laying birds in 2024. The lack of eggs has caused them to be more expensive, and some people try to buy large amounts per visit. Trader Joe's isn't the only retailer attempting to cope with egg shortage. Kroger and Waffle House are also initiating special protocols for the eggs. The Agriculture Department predicts the cost of eggs will increase 20% before the end of the year.
Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey is suing Starbucks. Bailey alleges the coffee chain considers race and sex when it hires its employees. The suit claims Starbucks unlawfully segregates employees and provides exclusive training and employment benefits to select groups in violation of anti-discrimination laws. Bailey says racism has no place in Missouri. He also claims the lawsuit aims to end Starbucks' diversity, equity, and inclusion hiring policies.
Coming up, an Eagle Scout earns an impressive accomplishment.
After that, I'll be here with a special student leader here on campus. Stay with us.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch. Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
This year, a Kentucky Eagle Scout troop had someone achieve all 138 badges on their sash, thanks to George Green. This Louisville teenager made it onto Spectrum News because of this impressive accomplishment. He has done many spectacular things to earn this honor, like founding Scouts at 7 years old and attaining his 138th badge in only a few months. George states that it was only possible for him to do it because of his family and motivation. Standing by is Ruby with Elizabeth, who will be telling us about a new Evangel event. Ruby?
Thank you, Nick. With us today is the Director of Activities Board, Elise Peter. Thanks for being here, Elise.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so we're going to start off, get right into it. We've heard that there is a new event that Activities Board is hosting this semester. Could you give us more details on that?
Yeah, of course. So this is a brand new event we've never done before at Evangel, and it's called EU Icons. Basically, it's a talent competition that's focusing on more student acts from around campus.
Could you tell us what inspired Activities Board to create this event?
Yeah, so for a few years, we've been wanting to try something new with our spring event. The event that previously has taken place is Spring Fling, but this year we just wanted to shake things up a little bit, try something new. And one thing we really wanted to do was, like I said before, emphasize student acts a lot more. So one thing that we've considered making this new event is it's kind of the flip side of Harvest Fest, where Harvest Fest is a themed event with a lot of AB content with some student acts. This is the opposite, where it's mainly student acts with a little bit of AB content sprinkled in.
How can students who are interested in participating in this sign up and get involved to be one of the acts featured in this show?
Of course. So our preliminary auditions will be taking place Thursday, February 27th in Barnett Recital Hall. Students can apply to audition through Evangel Connect. There's a tab on the menu for people to apply and sign up for that. After that initial round of preliminary auditions, we'll notify the people who made it into the show, and then they'll be able to perform for the entire school. That is open to the public, by the way, so if people want to come to prelims just to see their friends perform, we highly encourage people to come out and see it.
So when can students look for auditions and deadlines if they're interested in being a part of this event?
Yes, so the Wednesday before prelims, so the 26th is our deadline to sign up. And then, of course, performances are on the 27th. And EU Icons, the event itself, is on Saturday, April 5th in the chapel.
And we've heard that there are some prizes for the winners. Could you give us a sneak peek into what those prizes may be?
Yeah, of course. So we'll have one prize for each of the categories. We have an individual category and group categories. So you can sign up with your friends or you can sign up by yourself. And we might have some monetary prizes for whoever wins.
Awesome.
Yeah.
One beautiful thing you kind of touched on is how this is kind of a combination of like a new fun thing for Evangel, but still bringing back that classic feel that Spring Fling had. Do you think that this event is going to still fill that hole that students have from Spring Fling while also filling a new excitement of something new on campus?
Yeah, I think it'll be a mix of both. One of the wonderful things about it is it's familiar. It's in the chapel. It's around the same time as Spring Fling normally is, but I think it's going to be something new and interesting for people. One thing we've tried to work on this year is like mystery versus mastery, and we're like, we've mastered Spring Fling, we know how to do it. How can we make it different this year and more interesting for students that have been to a Spring Fling before?
Yeah.
And for students who have never been to Spring Fling, what's going to make them come back next year, you know? So trying just new stuff, making it different enough from Harvest Fest. I think it'll be both exciting and like enjoyable, fun, like relaxing experience for people.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know that Harvest Fest costs a slight fee for students because it's off campus. Is this event the same way, or is this free to students?
This is free for students because it's on campus.
Awesome,
we don't want to charge people to just go to the chapel. So yeah, this is absolutely free. Come out with your friends. It's going to be awesome.
Okay, awesome. Are there any other new events that Activities Board is introducing for the spring semester that students can be looking forward to?
Of course. So we have a brand new event happening next week, a week from today actually. It's called Canvas and Cafe, or Cafe and Canvases. It is a artsy event that we're having in the CAF. We'll be serving tea, coffee, hot chocolate, cozy drinks, sweet treats. Come for the chill vibes, and there'll be painting, arts activities. You can paint canvases, rocks, tote bags. It's going to be really fun. Brand new event we've never done before.
Awesome. What inspired this event?
Again, kind of just a desire to do something new. We try to shake things up every semester along with our regular events like Gift Card Bingo, Cookout with Carl. But for this event, our wonderful events team, they have the opportunity to create a brand new event every semester.
Yeah.
And they decided to go for a more chill cafe sort of vibe for this one, so we're really excited about it.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Elise, so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We're going to go back to the desk with Nick and Madison.
Thanks, Ruby. So, Madison, will we be seeing any more winter storms like we did yesterday?
Yes, next week looks very promising for more cold and more snow, but we'll get to that very soon in my full forecast, so stay tuned.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org. It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood, to find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We had this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Florida wildlife officials report capturing and collaring the heaviest Florida panther ever recorded. The male panther weighed in at 166 pounds. The big cat was sedated and went through blood tests and other health assessments for genetic analysis before being released. According to the Florida Wildlife Conservation, this endangered subspecies of cougar is Florida's official animal mascot, despite only 120 to 230 remaining in the wild.
I wonder if that panther enjoys Florida climate.
I wonder. Speaking of climate, we're going to go to Madison for our full forecast here in Missouri.
Yes, we're not experiencing a Florida climate, but we are experiencing a bit of a winter storm here in Missouri. Today's current conditions right now is 13 degrees. It feels like 0 degrees, so it's really, really cold. And if you've already been out, you've seen some of the flurries coming down. Today's overall conditions is we have a high of 37 with 0% of chance of rain, and later in the day it's going to get partly cloudy. So the snow is kind of going to go away, and we're going to see more clouds come in. Going into Friday, our weather is looking a little bit higher in our weather. There we go. On Friday, our high is 39 with a low of 22. So we're kind of getting a little bit warmer than we were today with light freezing rain. So be looking out for that. Make sure you're prepared to deal with that weather. And going into our weekend Saturday, we're dealing with a high of 48. So we're kind of going up in our weather. We're going to get some more warm weather, but stay tuned because in our week, we're going to see a little bit of it going back down into the colder weather. On our satellite, as you can see, we're seeing some fog, some moisture. It's moving down this way. That's kind of where we're getting some of that snow coming through. And then on our radar over here, not much action is going on except right here where we are right now. So this is where the moisture is. That's why we're having some of that cold front coming, the freezing rain, the ice, the snow. But up north is where most of that is going towards. And if we look back on our national forecast, not much, again, is going on right here, but over here, they're having rain, they're having mixed precipitation, some snow, and eventually that's gonna come down over into where we are, so we're gonna start feeling that eventually very soon. Into our extended forecast for the week, we can see that, like I said before, 37 today, 39, then 48, and then Sunday is when things are gonna start changing up. We're gonna get into the 29, a low of 19 with light snow. So some snow is going to come through and eventually coming into Tuesday, 24 degrees, a low of 9 with heavy snow. So we might see some more snow. We might see a blizzard. We might get out for school. Who knows? But we are going to see a lot more snow coming through and a lot more cold front. So definitely stay warm. This has been All Things Weathery with Madison Tabor. Back to you guys.
After the break, Hannah Qualls will be here to give us our latest in sports news.
And a new story shines an interesting spotlight on our hair products.
What's Mr. Burkholz doing behind?
No idea.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet,
We discover
they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure
love.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch. Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
The Food and Drug Administration proposed banning formaldehyde in hair straighteners, where it is commonly used. The problem is, the chemical is a known carcinogen, but the Trump administration has issued a freeze on all new rules that haven't been sent to the Federal Register yet. That means the ban could die on the vine, or it might just be delayed. It may also be revised to limit the amount of formaldehyde allowed instead of banning it outright. The chemical is most commonly included in hair products marketed to black women for straightening. It is in products used in salons and at home.
Wow, Nick, that's a little alarming, but pretty interesting.
Yeah, Hannah Qualls is standing by to give us the latest in sports news. Hannah?
Thanks, Nick. The future of star tight end Travis Kelce is uncertain, as Kelce has said on his podcast that he will take time deciding if he will return for a 13th NFL season. Preceding the Super Bowl, Travis said that he planned to play in the 2025 season, but his unusual conversation toward his brother, Jason Kelce, is casting doubts. This all comes as Kelce's team, the Kansas City Chiefs, suffered a brutal loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in this year's Super Bowl game. The Los Angeles Lakers have amazed the basketball world with their trades that came before the NBA trade deadline last Thursday. Their best trade was when they swapped their power forward Anthony Davis for star player Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks. They also gained additional players such as Markieff Morris. These additions will help boost the performance of basketball legend LeBron James, who is playing for his 22nd season. Evangel Valor's Maddie Meyer is named KCAC's Softball Pitcher of the Week. This comes after she pitched 10 innings and went 2-0 last weekend in Branson. Meyer also threw a no-hitter against Calumet College this weekend, moving to a 4-0 pitching record this season. This is Meyer's first time earning the conference honor.
Well, Nick, it's always wonderful to see our Evangel athletes being honored for their excellence.
Yes, it is. And I'm excited to see what the Lakers' new team will bring to the table.
Yeah.
Experts are saying that buying chocolate for young Valentines may be more expensive this year. We'll hear more about it after this break.
Yes.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. it always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch. Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
There are very few sweet deals on chocolate this Valentine's Day. In fact, the price tag on chocolate treats may leave a bitter taste in your mouth. One expert says you can expect to see chocolate prices jump around 10 to 20% over the last year. The price of cocoa has more than doubled since the beginning of 2024. The cost of manufacturing chocolate has increased by more than 167% in the last 2 years, and retailers have raised prices in response. You may be able to skirt higher prices by buying chocolate made with cocoa powder as more premium chocolate contains a higher percentage of cocoa.
I guess that means I won't be eating as much chocolate this Valentine's Day.
I still will be. Let's go to Madison for the weather for what Valentine's Day is going to be looking like this year.
Yes, it looks like we're going to have a very cold Valentine's this year, but maybe not as much snow as we thought there would be. Back into the extended forecast, our high today is 37, and going into Valentine's tomorrow with a high of 39 and light freezing rain. So if you have plans for Valentine's Day, make sure you're staying warm, you're staying indoors, and you have some hot chocolate to go with that. And going into the rest of the week, Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to go see some heavy snow going down until Wednesday when we're having degrees of -4. So definitely want to stay warm in all of this. But we'll have some warmth hopefully very soon. Back to you guys.
That's all for us today. Check out euvalormedia.com for more Evangel news. I'm Nicholas Brownlee.
And I'm Rudy Mitchell. Join us next time for Here on NewsWatch Today.